Disclaimer, these are my thoughts, not facts. They are subject to change at any moment, at any time. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Disclaimer, these are my thoughts, not facts. They are subject to change at any moment, at any time. Take what resonates and leave the rest.
How is everybody? I hope you are doing well. Sending lots of love, light, peace, happiness. Take all that good energy, okay? Yesterday, I made a post, right? And it was basically a progress video of my body right now. And I said, let me have a look and see what the caption was. What my caption there? Yeah. So the caption was, funny how I used to dream about having a BBL and started saving for it, but now all I care about is being slim and trim with a little perky booty, right? Because I always wanted a BBL. I always wanted a huge butt and that whole entire extreme Coke bottle figure, and I generally was saving for it. I said after I, did my teeth, I'm gonna get a BBL. And yeah, now I really do not want a BBL. A BBL is the last thing on my mind. I'm all for plastic surgery. I think that when it's done right, it looks amazing. But I wanted to get a BBL for all the wrong reasons, guys. One of the main reasons I wanted a BBL was for male validation. And I'm gonna keep it real. That was one of the main reasons I wanted a BBL, for men, for the attention that I would get from having a BBL. You know, a BBL, pretty face, I felt like, yeah, I'm unstoppable. You know what I mean? Who's not gonna want me? That's the wrong, So the little post that I made yesterday inspired me to make this post today about validation. I feel like I need to remind you that you do not need to seek validation from men. You do not need to seek validation from anybody. The only validation you should seek is from within. And when I was thinking about this topic yesterday, I wrote something down in my notes. This was my fault, right? When you do things for the validation of other people, you end up doing things that your actual self would not do. So what I'm saying is, you'll do things for the validation of other people that you wouldn't do if you only seek validation from self, right? Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm saying that when you do things for validation from others, you end up doing things that your true self would never do. So let's go back to the whole BBL thing, right? If I actually ended up having a BBL done whilst I was in the mindset where I extremely needed and thirsted for validation from outside sources, I would regret it now. I would have regretted it because the main reason I really wanted it was for attention, to look good, to look on an Instagram picture. So when I'm walking down the street, it's like, damn, oh, but not really for me, right? So if I had that BBL done and I went down that whole path that I was gonna go down and I had it done, and then I started working on my mindset afterwards, or I went through things that I went through that kind of shaped the way that I see things now, I'll be sitting here with a BBL thinking, damn, why the hell did I do that? So if I compare, for example, the whole BBL thought and mindset that I had to the mindset that I had when I did my teeth, right? It's completely different. And that's how I know I would have regretted it, because my teeth, that was an insecurity that I've always had. I think I mentioned it before in some other videos, that I have spent quite a bit of money on my teeth, Invisalign, braces, all of this nonsense, trauma with dentists. It was just awful, right? Anyways, I knew I wanted my dream smile, right? I knew I wanted my teeth to be straight. It wasn't even like, I didn't really care too much about the whiteness that I even got. I know this is kind of going off topic now, but it's not even like the extreme whiteness. Like, I just wanted it to look quite natural and straight and healthy. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, anyways, I always wanted to do my teeth for me. So now that I've developed my mindset and I don't really seek for validation from other people as much as I used to, don't get me wrong, there are times when I realize, yeah, you're doing this because you want this person, or because you want this guy to think this, or you get what I mean? I can tell when I'm in that mindset. But I know that me getting my teeth done, for example, was something I wanted to do. So regardless of how everyone else felt, I didn't care, because this was for me and I would do it again. Compared to if I got a BBL because I just wanted the validation of other people, I'll be feeling like a fool. I'll be feeling silly. I'll be feeling dumb because it's like you went and did your body, what, because of comments made by other people, because of how you felt when you were younger, body dysmorphia and all of these other things, and now you don't even really care for it. Now you want a slim body with a little, but you just want to be healthy, like, right? And that's why it's so important to stop looking for validation from other people, because you will do things that your future self will regret. That's actually it. That's what I was trying to say a while ago. If you do things for the validation of other people, for men, for women, for the opposite gender, whatever, your family, you will do things that your future self, your true self, will regret. The only validation you need is within. How many times have you done stuff for other people, or you've outed your image, or you've changed the way you dress, or you've changed the way you talk, or you've gone down a specific career path, or you've not made content because you just thought about other people, you thought about your friends, you thought about your family, you thought about guys, you thought about girls, and really and truly you were just miserable. You're just miserable. You're just miserable because you ain't really happy. And you deserve to be happy. You deserve to do the things and be the way that you want to be. So please make sure that anything that you do, try your best to make sure that you are always at the center of those decisions. I've been a people pleaser from day. Something I'm still working on. It's hard to get out of those people pleasing Oliver Twist. Can I have more, sir? Habits. The can I have more of your attention, more of your approval, please? Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys know how I feel about the Oliver Twist mindset and the Oliver Twist energy. I hate the Oliver Twist energy. And when you seek validation from others, you give off Oliver Twist. Can I have more, please? A bit also. That's the energy you give off. It really is. I feel myself when I do that sometimes, and I'm just like, yuck. Another thing is, it's not easy. Like most of the things I say, guys, it's not easy. Changing your mindset, changing your habits is not easy. Even myself, I've been working on certain things for years, guys. I've gone to therapy, I've done this, like, and I'm still here trying to figure things out. I'm still here trying to work on myself. I'm still here trying to learn how to break these patterns, right? Nothing happens overnight, right? But it can be done. When you start to realize that the only validation you need is from yourself, it just feels better. Because, you know, I'm not doing nothing. It feels great. You feel more free. You feel happy. You know that everything you're doing is for you. So even going back to the post I made yesterday about the BBL and why I wanted to do it and whatnot, made me think of the fact that I believe there are a lot of women that do things for the validation of men, right? And what I'm briefly about to speak about now, it is more from a woman's perspective. So if you are a male viewer, maybe you can try and adapt this into your own way, but I can only speak from what I know, and I'm a woman, right? So like myself, for example, I feel like a lot of us women, we seek validation from men. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it, and that's because a lot of us, we have daddy issues. Like, it's not even, like, ain't even a joke. We do. We have daddy issues. We've grown up in environments where grown men have just been onto us from young. So we grow up and all we really want is the validation from men, because that's kind of what we're used to. We think that's what makes us pretty. We think that's what makes us whole. I had comments before, for example, from my exes, like, oh, who wouldn't like a girl with a BBL? And all guys want a big bum, like a huge whatever. And I've been a chubby girl, but I've never really had a huge butt. Like, do you get what I mean? And I let all of those comments, I let the views of men and how I wanted them to see me alter my perspective on self. I'm gonna keep it real, guys. So much of my years I have spent trying to look a certain way, dress a certain way, be a certain way, just to appease men. And when I realized over time, these men don't care, it's a waste of time, and you should always only do things for yourself, the game changed for me. If you want to BBL, do it because you want to do it. If you want to get your teeth done, do it because you want to do it. Whatever you want to do, if you want to dress a certain way or you want to go down a specific path, please don't do it because a man told you, oh, this is what men like, this is what I think you should do. No. No, because he will say this to you and change his mind the next day. And you can even reverse this to the other way, even if you're a man. Do things for yourself. You know, majority of men do things for themselves. So if you're one of those men and you're constantly just doing things for other people because you want other women to like you and you're completely changing yourself to the point where this ain't you, you're not even going to attract or get someone that you truly like, honestly, because you're not even being your true self. Always make sure you do things for you, because when people betray you and when they leave you, when they do things that you thought they wouldn't do, you will always know that at least I didn't completely change myself for them. At least I'm happy within, right? Because, for example, if I got a BBL, guys, that would have been like for my exes and that and all of that stuff. And I would be sitting here now with all of the wisdom I've gained over the years, especially within the past 2 years, feeling dumb because I never really truly wanted that. Guys, I could go on and on about this stuff. I really could go on and on. I can make a part 2, a part 3, a part 4. When you completely change yourself, mindset, everything and whatnot, for other people, you've already lost. You're already starting to lose, right? You are the OG, you're the original, you do what you want, you do not need to be a copy, you do not need to do anything for the approval of other people. Why? You create this. You create your world. This is your world. And I'm going to keep saying this. This is your world. This is my world. How dare you go out there and completely change yourself because another human said this is what they want you to do. This is how they want you to act. This is how they want you to dress. You want to live a miserable life? Go ahead. But I'm not doing it. I already spent so long being that person that just thinks about what everyone else thinks. Right? I don't care. And of course, before I go, of course, there's going to be times where you do have to factor in how other people feel, but you'll know the right people to consider when you're making certain decisions, right? You'll know the right people. Okay, cool, their feedback matters. You get what I mean? Like now, the feedback matters from my family, the friends that I have in certain aspects of my life. I care about what the people I love think. But I'm not gonna let the opinions of anyone stop me from doing things that I truly want to do. I feel like sometimes these conversations can get deep. Do you not think so? They get a bit deep. They get a bit deep. But I really hope that you've heard this and you continue the rest of your day. You continue the rest of your life reminding yourself that you are the source. You don't need validation from any other person. The only opinion that truly matters is yours. The little voice that you have within, the inner child. How does it feel? That's what we care about. That's what we listen to. We be our authentic selves at all times. Many of us have spent years not being our authentic self to please other people. And where has it really gotten us? Are you happy? Are you happy? Right? No. So you have the power to make yourself happy. You have the power to design the world that you want to live in. You have the power to be the character that you want to be or the person you want to be. You can do anything that you put your mind to. You can be anyone that you want to be. Please feel free to drop a comment below. Let me know how you felt about this video. How have you dealt with changing your mindset from like the Oliver Twist, the energy, to realizing that you are the source and you do not need validation from any other person? How did you do that? Anyways, thank you so much for watching.